Moments that were not supposed to happen at WWE Clash at the Castle, Scotland. One thing I didn't even notice when I first watched and I look back, there was a like graphic under the Cody versus AJ match, and I think it's at like the women's tag team or whatever. It happened so quickly I didn't catch it at first, but when I went to go like look back just to like, you know, take some notes or whatever, that little piece of graphic showed up. I'm like, what the hell? Besides like the botches, the cringy botches and stuff, that was like, what was going on that night for so many mistakes to happen? But yeah, let's watch you guys.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. A Clash at the Castle Scotland was a night to remember, including several hilarious goofs and one miscue that may have injured a WWE World Champion. Join us now as we look at all the things that weren't supposed to happen at WWE Clash at the Castle Scotland. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Who's that champion again? The WWE is renowned for its world-class production values, which is why on those rare occasions the company slips up, fans take special notice. Last night the WWE had a major goof, and it didn't just happen to anybody but its undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Cody was making his way to the ring, enjoying the riotous reception from the fans at the OVO Hydro venue when an embarrassing title flashed across the screen. In one of the wackiest graphics blunders ever, the title for Cody read, Talent Name. The good news is that the title didn't just stay on screen for long, and it's the least of the mistakes that occurred at Clash at the Castle. And just to add to the embarrassment, the graphic also contained the title WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Perhaps this was the wrestling gods warning about the blunders that lay ahead in the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match, something we'll get to next. As number 2, did Jade Cargill tap out? Is Jade Cargill a generational talent? The WWE would have you believe that, with the hype it's thrown away, as well as the significant push she's received since her WWE in-ring debut at this year's Royal Rumble. Nevertheless, some fans feel Jade is as green in the ring as a wrestling name, and that she may be getting too much too soon. Let's look at the first mistake Cargill made during the WWE Women's Tag Team match. The match was going the champion's way until the challengers decided to team up and take out Jade and Bianca. At one point, Shayna Baszler had Jade trapped in the Kirifuda clutch, and Jade tapped out. Referee Jessica Carr may not have seen it as she was standing behind Baszler, but the announcer saw it and raised the point that Cargill was tapping out.
Did Jade just tap out? Cargill looked like she tapped!
The question is why Cargill was tapping out when that wasn't even the finish of the match. Did Baszler have the hole locked in too snug? Was this just a reflex by Cargill? Was she nervous, and was this just a nervous reaction? There are so many possibilities, and the WWE needs to find out what exactly happened. And mistakes can happen, but you want to minimize ones with big
No, low-key, that probably what it was. She probably had her too tight.
Consequences for a match's finish. Fans quickly picked up Cargill's blunder and questioned Jade's action, as well as why referee Jessica Carr seemed to pretend that nothing even happened. Referee Carr deserves the benefit of the doubt given her vantage point, but Carr is an experienced referee and one that WWE trusts to call main event title matches. Even if she saw Cargill tapping out, it's unlikely the WWE would have wanted her to end the match with Baszler and Zoe Stark getting the win when Isla Dawn and Alba Fire were booked to win it. While there have been periods where referees were told to make 3 counts even when wrestlers were supposed to kick out but failed to do so, that's bad business when it comes to major matches. Nevertheless, this is the second time in 2 PLEs that a major match has had an unscripted controversy. The Randy Orton vs Gunther finals at the King of the Ring saw Randy Orton shoulder up when Gunther pinned him, with the referee counting to 3. Triple H discussed the mistake after the match, with the standard referee's decision as final excuse, but it diminished Gunther's win, particularly since the WWE traditionally has booked him with clean finishes. Jade's mistake and the potential problems it could have created raises the question whether the WWE needs to have its announcers do more to cover up mistakes like this, and of course work on improving wrestlers' skills so it doesn't happen again. The WWE announcers are generally quick to cover up mistakes, but the blunder by Jade left them speechless. There was no viable explanation other than the referee missed it, but even then, it diminished Jade's portrayal as a wrestler who can take much more punishment than Baszler was dishing out. The only good point to this is that the WWE will likely incorporate it into a storyline, perhaps having Baszler and Stark demand a title shot since they theoretically defeated the champions during the match. Whatever becomes of this mistake, it wasn't the only one from Jade and may reflect a bigger problem for the WWE. as Jade slip and slide.
Oh,
The springboard
God.
moves are a thing of beauty, but they can be tricky, something Jade Cargill found out real quick. Cargill jumped to the top rope only to slide off and flop right on her face, thankfully doing so without hurting herself or her opponent. It's unknown if this slip and fall was due to a slippery top rope or Jade misjudging a jump. Whatever the reason, it looked bad and reminded fans of a similar whoopsie by Indy Hartwell. Jade Cargill is a remarkable athlete and fans have already seen her perform some dazzling moves. However, this may be a case where her reach exceeded her grasp. If it was, it's an example of a bigger problem concerning Jade Cargill. Now, we want to make it clear we're not criticizing Jade Cargill's talents. She has a great look, considerable charisma, and the athleticism that should lead to a successful career in the WWE. However, rare is the case where a wrestler's talents grow exponentially, and Jade is no exception. The WWE wisely paired her with Bianca Belair, who is one of WWE's greatest talents, and putting her into mostly tag matches, which traditionally has been a reliable way to help developing talent. It seems to be working, but Cargill needs to stay within a comfort zone, especially when a mistake can lead to an injury to her or an opponent. Some fans are already criticizing her work and asking why she's been put into such a high-profile spot. Whether this criticism is valid is open to debate, but what's not open to debate is the risk that the WWE takes in pushing Jade too much too soon and creating a fan backlash. Will Jade end up being this era's version of the chosen one, Drew McIntyre? It's a legit question and Triple H needs to answer it rather than blaming AEW for not training her. Damien's Dive of Doom. Another high-risk move that didn't pay off was what looked like Damian Priest's difficulty performing the same move as Jade Cargill, except in Priest's case, he was diving out of the ring, which made a slip-up all the more dangerous. In what may have been an accident that prevented an even bigger accident, one of Priest's legs got stuck in the top rope, perhaps saving him from a nasty spill outside the ring. Unfortunately, there was still damage done as it looked as if Priest's back or neck hit the ring apron. Priest was limping noticeably after the spot, and Triple H discussed Damien's condition during the post-show press conference. When I saw what happened to Damien, my heart jumped out of my chest. I didn't see any way that he wasn't injured. When I got word that he was fine, which adrenaline is a hell of a drug, I'm really hoping I will get good news, because while he was walking around okay now, I'm sure adrenaline is carrying him through that. Now we'll continue following the news to report on any additional information.
Okay.
While it may seem like we have a double standard in not calling out Priest for performing the move, whereas we did with Jade Cargill, this is different because Priest has performed this move for a long time, whereas Cargill has not. Accidents happen to rookies and veterans, but in Jade's case, the WWE should protect her as her skills grow, thus minimizing risks. And speaking of minimizing risks, Chad Gable lands on his neck again. One slip up that also needs addressing is Chad Gable landing right on his neck during his match against Sami Zayn. Gable took a back suplex from Zayn and spiked his neck into the mat apron. While Gable doesn't take this bump as a matter of routine, the fact it's happened before raises the question of why. The potential for harm goes without saying, and someone like Gable, who is not only a veteran professional wrestler but a highly skilled amateur wrestler, should know how to avoid this. Gable reportedly just signed a new deal with the WWE and he needs to take care of himself. Although some fans might feel that the main event's finish was a major goof, we're confident that the WWE had its reasons for having Drew lose. In fact, we released a video that looks at the various reasons why Drew McIntyre lost at Clash at the Castle Scotland. Be sure to check that out, as well as the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. But there you have it, folks. Everything that wasn't supposed to happen at Clash at the Castle Scotland.
Wow, that was a lot. I forgot all about Chad's close injury or accident or whatever. That was bad too. There was a lot. There was a lot going on that night. I'm hoping everybody's okay. I'm hoping that Jade is okay, because the way she fell, that was pretty nasty. And then Damien's injury, I'm hoping he's good, because bro, like, come on, we don't need more people out. Like, for real. There's a lot of people injured right now. It's just like, it just keeps adding on. So I'm hoping that everybody's good. I cannot wait for tonight. I can't wait for Raw and to see, you know, what people are talking about, because that was hard to look at, some of it. So yeah, let's go for this reaction. Make sure to leave some likes and comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles.